Hi everyone, so exciting times because I have started my maternity leave, which is absolutely crazy because I can't believe how fast the time has gone, and I remember inputting it into the system, and it also obviously means baby is really, really close. But yes, as from Friday I began my maternity leave. I decided to take it 4 weeks before my due date. You can actually take it as early as 11 weeks, but obviously most people prefer to have that time the other side once the baby is born. So I thought I would do a quick vlog actually about what it's been like at work really, since I told work that I was pregnant, how I told work I was pregnant, when I told work I was pregnant, and a couple of my behaviours since. So I decided to tell work that I was pregnant when I was 16 weeks, which is actually quite late. I didn't want to say anything earlier for various reasons. There was lots of changes going on. But what that meant is that I began working up in my head quite a lot. I became quite anxious about it. And I definitely thought that I was the first girl to ever be pregnant. But then, of course, when I did finally tell my managers and my colleagues, the response was really, really positive. Everyone was super happy for me. It was really, really nice. So I suppose that's the first thing I would say, which is try not to get too worked up about that initial announcement. It's easy to do that, and that's definitely what I did. And I caused myself a little bit of anxiety that I think could have been avoided. So second of all, what was I like after I told everyone I was pregnant? So I really, really tried to throw myself into work as much as I could. I didn't want to be thought of as any differently now that I was pregnant, or that I couldn't deliver such and such project to the same standard. So as much as I could, I completely gave 100%. And actually, the outcome of that was that I began enjoying work more than ever. And that was a really nice feeling, a bit of a surprise. And that meant that when I did leave work, I left in quite a nice headspace, and feeling quite positive about it. So I was really inspired after I read some of SHERYL Sandberg's stuff. She talks about, don't lean back, lean in, and don't leave before you leave. I definitely tried to follow that advice because it is easy to sort of switch off a bit. But I didn't want to leave before I was leaving, so to speak. What else? So a couple of other things along the way that I learnt. So MAT B1 form, that's something that your employer should give you. You can get that 20 weeks before you're due. And it's really your official documentation to show that you're pregnant. It says when you're due, it's just that official piece of paper that you need sometimes for airlines. And it's really, really helpful piece of paper to have. The other thing that I learnt is that in terms of antenatal appointments or GP checks, you are entitled to take those. You don't have to take them as holiday. I didn't realise that. And then afterwards I had to go back and do a load of admin, but you are actually entitled to those. And then finally, what you can also do is get a workstation assessment. So this should be available to you to check your seat and the height of your computer if you do a computer-based job, just to really make sure that you're as comfortable as possible during your pregnancy. Finally, I want to leave you with a quick bump show because I feel like I haven't done that for ages. And I'm now 35 and a half weeks. And I feel like I am popping. So you can see there. And the other side, definitely something is growing in there. And it's quite exciting. So I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you soon. Bye.